Hello everyone, all students grade 6. I hope this video find all students well. First of all, welcome to today's video where we are going to be considering the types of energy. It's called kinetic energy. And we begin this. I want to talk today about the annual lesson for types of energy called kinetic energy. First of all, you understand one point is a very important point. Types of energy or kind of energy, sound energy, before I explain these parts, heat energy, light energy, and last of the class I give you a potential energy that have three kinds: chemical potential energy, elastic energy, and also gravitational potential energy. Let's move on another part for the last periods to understand these points and start with you from a new part. I give you some figures such as sound energy. You must focus with me to check all these figures, the opposite figures and big pictures below for the kind of potential energy. First of all, sound energy such as this figure, and also I give you kind from energy such as chemical potential energy. Focus with me about this part for chemical potential energy that found inside food, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and also inside the fuel, this chemical potential energy. Gravitational potential energy and also elastic energy. More students have small problems, have small difficulties to answer the questions before I give you. So listen to me. Gravitational potential energy, that means when you placed positioned an object or an object on the ground, you can say it passes kind of energy is called gravitational potential energy. And you must understand this point. Gravitational potential energy is depend on two things, are very important point for this kind. Number one, mass and also height. And these two things are very important point, and gravitational potential energy depended on it. Also, I give you another figure to understand this point, elastic energy. So gravitational potential energy, that means one kind from energy when you placed an object that positioned on the ground, that it passes an energy called gravitational potential energy, and also that it depends on two things, height and mass for any object. Elastic energy, I give you example such as springs and also such as rubber bands. That all example, this figure and also this figure for elastic energy. Such as this point that compressed this springs, this called springs. When you compressed and also stretch that mean kind of potential energy that's stored inside this springs and that start to give you another kind of from energy, elastic energy. This rubber bands, that example for elastic energy. This for last parts, for last periods. Today, I want to today a new lesson for kinetic energy. You must check and examine this figure and also this figures, the opposite pictures and also pictures below, to understand the difference between two parts. These girls start to move from place to place, and this boy start to move from place to place. So I give you key definition for kinetic energy to understand what I say. When you are running from place to place, you have kinetic energy. So girl start to move from this point to this point. That means it has kinetic energy. And also at this point, this boy move from this place to place. That means it has kinetic energy. This is the first point for kinetic energy. Let's move on another part around kinetic energy. So I give you one figure to understand. To understand kinetic energy can be increased by mass and speed. So check this figure, that two cars, different cars, and also motorbike. So kinetic energy between these objects are differences. Can say have more differences. So I give you one example. The amount of kinetic energy has depended on its speed and mass. So kinetic energy between them are differences, maybe are different from each other between cars and motorbike, because found differences between them. So 1 point, mass and speed. So kinetic energy can be increased. You can increase this kind of energy by two things, mass and also speed. So you must check this figure to understand mass and speed, such as two cars and also motorbike. This is very important point for the kinetic energy in an object, and also the factors that affect the kinetic energy. Let's move on another part to understand the kinetic energy can be transferred. So I give you one example for this point, this marble, and start to hit one, and after that the potential energy that is stored and start to convert after hitting into kinetic energy. When this ball marble start to attach to another, the same this part, the same this figure, the kinetic energy transferred from this ball, small ball, to another. So, and you must understand kinetic energy can be transferred from one moving object to another. In object from this ball, that when you hit H1, kinetic energy is produced and start to transfer from one to another. So I give one example, I explain one example, such as I explained this before. If you hit a stationary marble with another marble, kinetic energy is transferred. So you must understand this point about kinetic energy that is transferred from one moving object to another. Start to move another part, conversion. Conversion, that means energy can't be created or destroyed, but it can only convert it. So let's start to check this point to understand what is the meaning of convergence. Conversion, that means such as one kind from energy start to convert to another part, to another shape, to another kind, such as chemical energy that convert into light energy. Chemical energy start to convert light energy. So conversion, that means the kind of energy start to convert another kind, chemical to light. Let's go on another example. Pictures below. Photosynthesis. The plant need the light to make food, such as glucose, sugar inside the plant. So this light, this one kind from energy, light energy, the plant use it to convert into food, sugar, you can say glucose. So from this process, you must understand convergence. The light energy convert into chemical energy inside the plant. So again, I give you this example, explain this example. Energy can't be created or destroyed, but it's only convert from one shape to another, such as from chemical inside the battery, the same this part, into light energy. And from photosynthesis, the light energy is converted into chemical energy. This about for conversion, and start to see small video to understand kinetic energy and the factors that affect on it.
Program, we're going to learn about kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. All moving things have kinetic energy, from tiny atoms to large planets. When something is in motion, it has kinetic energy. There are two basic types of energy: kinetic, the energy of motion, and potential energy. For example, when a golfer extends his arms to swing a club, he creates potential energy at the farthest backward point. Potential energy is stored energy waiting to be used. Potential energy is changed back to kinetic energy as the club is brought forward. The kinetic energy of the forward swing is then transferred to the ball in the form of kinetic energy on impact, and the ball is set in motion. There are different kinds of kinetic energy. There is mechanical energy. When you run, walk, or move any part of your body, you're using mechanical energy. Any energy that moves an object is mechanical energy. Electrical energy is kinetic energy. Even though you can't see it, charged particles are moving in conductors. Solar energy is kinetic energy. Solar energy is the heat and light produced by the sun. The light moves through space and hits the earth. Another kind of kinetic energy is sound energy. Sound is a vibration that travels in waves. Sound is energy that stimulates our sense of hearing. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. The faster an object moves, the more kinetic energy is produced. Now that you better understand kinetic energy, think about this. When do the cars of a roller coaster reach their maximum kinetic energy? Is it at the top or bottom of the track? Think about it.
Okay, all students, you must see all these figures inside the video to understand the kinetic energy and also the factors that affect on the kinetic energy. So I give you small practice, I give you short questions for this part to understand, and you must make test for yourself and your information. Short question: First one, the opposite pictures show objects we use daily. What are kinds of energy in each figure? So again, I give you short question about the kinds of energy, and you must test your information and make exam and make revision for your information and give me answer all these questions. But you must focus about maybe each one from this figure have 2 or 3 or one kind from energy. You must understand, focus about each figure and start to answer. After that, you can text me and send me all information on the group. The opposite figures, the opposite pictures also show objects, illustrate objects we use daily. What are kinds of energy in each figure? At the end of the section, thanks so much. See you soon.